All right, more insulation. All right, what I'm doing today, this is probably going to be a really short video, is in these windows, I'll do a little bit of close-up. I'm going to be adding some pieces of insulation to the lower section. Let me turn the camera around so I can show you why. All right, the biggest reason is this right here. Now, I won't be going all the way to the top. I've done one piece on this side here, and you're not going to see any of this at all once the backsplash is on the top. But I wanted to do two things, is to give a little more insulation, because on the window here, I only have one piece of Reflectix and fan fold. And if I ever use the any kind of a propane heater, like my Mr. Buddy down here, always follow the directions, contact manufacturer if any questions, proper airflow and all that good stuff. All right, now that's done out of the way. So what I've done is I'm using a couple of pieces of insulation, the thicker stuff, to hold this in place. But I want to cover that metal because of issues of condensation. And like I said, I just want to put an extra piece of insulation that will slide down there along this metal and underneath. I'll show you a before and after. Well, this is the kind of after right here. Let me get a little light here. All right, now you can see between these two, this one here, I do have, that is 2-inch R10 down below, and I do have some Reflectix and one thin layer of the pink fan fold, because there's there was a gap in here. In other words, it's inset. So I'm going to put another layer, slide it down in behind here, and then hold that in place. Let's see how that works out. All right, so that's all fitting pretty good down in there. That'll add another layer. All right, so up top here, it's a little bit too wide, but I think once I put these pieces in behind, that'll push that there, and I'm going to trim this out. Now, because I'm adding this piece, I'm going to have to go down cellar, trim this off a little bit so it'll fit in there, and I will be right back. All right, so these pieces right here are going to hold this in place. I'm just going to slide this down here. And then this one right here. Now this isn't going to be perfect, but the more of the metal I can get covered, the less I'll have to worry about condensation. And I'm just going to do the best I can and cut this out with probably, I guess, a dull knife. And you know, I'll say this is probably something really that should have been done prior to me doing the whole kitchen setup. The backsplash is going to cover all this, so you'll never see this anyway. All right, so let me do a little recap for you on this really short video. Obviously, this is a work in progress. Comments are welcome. Questions that you have, feel free to you know, ask me and I'll answer the best I can. I'm usually pretty good about getting comments responded to, unless for some reason YouTube is acting funny and I don't see it. But what I've done on at least this window and this one, I need more pink insulation. I put a second layer, and the purpose of that second layer was to fill in the gaps and cover these metal strips. Sorry, cover these metal strips to avoid condensation. Now, I have a feeling no matter what I do, I'm always going to find some kind of metal around here, and the biggest reason is the Mr. Buddy or propane heater. Now, hopefully I won't have to use that too often, or AC, because when I'm full-time on the road, I'd like to think that maybe I could travel some places or just kind of follow the weather and get the jobs that will take me to the right places. Underneath, I'm going to show you again underneath. I put a little more, get a better setup there for you. What I did is another layer, and again, it's not perfect, but what I have to do next is down in this lower section, there's the metal rim along the bottom ledge where all the seats rested against. So what I will need to do down here is to pick up some 2-inch insulation, cut it out to fit all of those sections there, fill in the gap at the end, and I do need to get some more fan fold for that last section over there. Also, what I've done, and this might be helpful for other people, is before I put the back on the wall, I took some pictures of these sections right here to give me an idea where the wiring is, because that's going to be covered up, and I want to make sure I don't ever put a nail or a screw through the wiring. So what I've decided, I still took the pictures, is that this lower piece going all the way across, I will use that as my basis for setting the wall up to protect those, and anything I need to hook will probably go along that section, like the piping for the water. That way I don't have any issues of cutting into that wiring. So I apologize for, again, the random videos as you're seeing them. They kind of probably lacking some direction, to be honest, but I hope you found this video entertaining, educational. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and hit that bell icon. That way, as each video is posted, you will receive a notification.